Hi, everyone. This is Rachel and my really good friend,
Tara.
and this is Styling Biz Weekly podcast where we go through, we talk about the latest fashions, styles, news, life's wins, life's challenges, our giving hearts. We're hilarious, right? We're laughing all the time.
Always laughing. So good for the soul.
I
Always.
know, and our positive energy. So this week we are going to talk about accessories, which is one of my favorite
One of our
things. I mean, we love that. You can't go wrong, right? So if listeners, if you like to listen to us, please hit subscribe because we're here every week and we're talking about stuff that's new and fun and things that we're interested in, and hopefully you will be too. So let's dive right into it. So there's so many different types of accessories. So what I thought we would do first, and I don't know, you just tell me, is like going over those many types, because sometimes you might not think, oh, that's actually an accessory. It is. It is.
So many different things could be. Yes, sometimes you don't think about it. You're like, wow, okay. I just created this look, or I just used this for. So there's different ways to make accessories fun and different, unique.
That's true. I always think of like handbags. Comes to mind, your clutch, your shoulder bags, your crossbody, satchel, backpacks, wristlets. I mean, your belt bags. I could go on and on. But I
love a good fun bag. That can make or break an outfit too. Or it could just be the one thing you grab out the door and it's your pop of your accessory.
That's exactly true. And then I think of, obviously shoes, sneakers, pumps, you can definitely up an outfit with that, with that accessory and all different types of them. So even flip flops.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you could really grab a great pair of flip flops and you're like, that's the one thing people are going to compliment you on the whole day. It's amazing, right? It does happen. Jewelry, obviously, bracelets, rings, necklaces.
Not all the jewelry. And I think sometimes too much is okay.
It is. I mean, definitely in 2023, I would agree. Hats. Sometimes we forget hats.
I love hats, especially in the summer, just walking around. And especially, I don't wash my hair very often, maybe twice a week.
You can't tell.
Great.
I can't tell. I always
have accessories that I'm like, okay, I'm covering up the grease today. We're just gonna plop it on, and you could just walk out the door, grab your hat and your bag, and you're good to go. And I get compliments all the time on just the hat or.
Yeah, you do look really good in a hat. I mean, there's different types of hats. You have a beanie, like a cowboy hat. You have, your white brimmed hat, your wool hat. I mean, now, sun hats are huge now because, well, for me they are because, me, I gotta like make sure
protect that
100 plus SPF on this face, right? But no, people forget about that. And, I think also going along with hats, people sometimes forget about hair accessories. Like I understand like the headband. But like even the clips,
little pins with the rhinestones or jewelry on it.
Exactly.
I love a little clip. It's like an unexpected little peekaboo. I like it.
I like it too. And it also, you can change your hair up. Like if I didn't want to part my hair down the middle, which some days I probably shouldn't. You can just kind of whisk that, make it almost look like a little bang. And just clip it. But I do love it. There's all different types of pins. I've recently come across the fluorescent ones.
Oh.
Where they're like super fluorescent and it's super fun. And, you're thinking, you need that lime green or whatever for the season. Belts, obviously, and all different types of belts.
I love a good belt. I love a good like vintage fine belt. It's so cool.
Oh, I agree.
I like mixing them with my dresses because I usually take the ones that come with those. The same fabric belt.
Yes.
Strip those off and add like a funky big, wide belt with a buckle
or just a fun like me with my like wolf buckle.
I love that.
Yeah, that was if you guys missed that. Yeah, I mean, all different types. There's the waist cinching ones, where you might have a dress on and you're thinking, oh, this dress just is hanging on me. I probably should put one on with this today. But just that cinches your waist and you don't think of that, which I think is quite interesting. The elasticized belts are really in, like with jeans, where you just have that little bit, so you don't have to really worry about like how many notches am I going to actually be able to move this over. Right. And then beaded belts, Western belts are huge, just that. I wear I mean, we forget sometimes that I
We
wear
do.
not sunglasses, but like just even when you're reading, like your reading glasses can be,
Funky,
funky and
cool,
fun.
cool colors.
And there's so many out there, and because of Amazon, I mean, I feel like there's a hunt to find like and TikTok. You're just seeing like, look at my new glasses. I got these on Amazon or Warby Parker or wherever they're shopping, which I think is really really interesting because that's not something that I like, definitely think sunglasses, right?
Yes.
Because you usually have them in your purse, but sometimes you're thinking like, oh, immediately when you get out of the car, you might take them off. Well, you don't have to. You can actually leave them on, and it becomes a look,
a cool look for some people. I actually, so I wear contacts, and then yes, and so I never wear my glasses out of the house, and I need to because I have cute ones, but I don't like the way I get a headache.
Yeah.
So, but I see these ladies walk around with their funky cat eye glass. I love it.
I think it's fun, and to have different types. It is always to keep like not wear the same type every single. Which I just love my Ray-Bans, so usually I do that. But sometimes I change it up, with a different color. I do try. Scarves and bandanas, and I just did this whole thing. Me as a bandana. I don't know why I'm on it, but it's just I love them. I love anything like if you have a silk Poochie scarf or you have like an Hermes. Hermes has like almost a hairband that they sell that just like goes right on your hair. And there's all kinds of different types of little, you don't have to spend a ton of money either. I mean, I love Madewell does really good silk scarves and really great patterns that can either be worn around your neck almost as a jewelry piece or tied up in your hair, tied up. You can even roll like two of them together and make a belt. There's all kinds of different things you can do with scarves.
Also, like a scarf with a hat.
Oh, totally. That's a great idea.
Kind of like dangling in the back, or wrap it around your bun,
or wrap the scarf around your hat, which I sometimes forget, like as just like the brim. Because sometimes, if you've got a colored brim that you're like, I don't want to wear this red brim, but then you like have a really great black silk one that you want to wrap around, it looks cool and it changes the look.
Well, it's just being creative. It's another outlet of like having these accessories and making them your style, or tying them around like your clutch, the handles of your bag.
I completely agree.
I do like.
I actually wrote that down for later on. So now, listeners will bring it up again. Gloves are like the newest. Like that's when we'll get into 2023 accessories in a hot minute. But you don't think usually you think gloves are seasonal, but they're becoming sheer gloves, cut off gloves, leather. They're becoming something that just people have. They're like, I gotta grab my gloves when it's 80 degrees outside, which I cannot even believe, but it is a thing.
But I think it's a funky little, just fun look to add to like a dress, a night out.
I agree.
Like a sleek black dress with some sheer gloves.
Ooh, I'm already feeling that.
So cool.
That might be my weekend outfit.
You love gloves so good.
I do love gloves. I do love gloves.
I love them.
Thank you. A lot of people don't consider this an accessory, but when I was looking, doing my research this week, umbrellas. An umbrella is actually considered an accessory for you. So, like with me, I love a nice black, umbrella. I recently got like a really dark, all green one. But would you even think that?
No, like, not really. I mean, it's just something that doesn't cross my mind. But I also don't really use an umbrella when I go in and out of my car quick. Right. But living in New York, I remember so many people having these cool, funky umbrellas, the clear ones. Everyone wants the clear because it doesn't, take away from your outfit or whatever. But I think it's a necessity there. Right?
It definitely is. It definitely is.
Yeah, I just toss in like my ugly ones.
But I mean, just thinking of it, you're like, wait a minute, is that even it? And then I also read, and I thought this was also quite interesting, is that perfume is considered an accessory.
Well, it's an add-on.
Yes.
You think about something that you're putting on you, your body after you get dressed. So I like it.
I like it too. I like it too.
I agree.
So I think it's something, and that's a whole new dynamic. We could go off on, maybe we'll do a whole thing on perfumes because I think that, trying to find that scent that really captures like something you feel beautiful in, and then also that people compliment you on.
Right.
I think is
it's a hard task.
It is
denim.
very It is
And
like denim
swimsuits.
and swimsuits.
It is a hard thing because sometimes you're like, I love the scent, and then you leave an hour later, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
that just gave me the worst headache.
You're like, is that? I wasn't orange when I
Was
put it on. It wasn't
what
woodsy when
happened?
it wasn't woodsy when I
Everyone
put it on.
smells so different, and you know, you and I could smell so different in the same scent.
That's
so
exactly
I think
true.
we do need to do a perfume.
Okay, well, we'll
doing
definitely. But I just thought I'd bring that up. And then the last one that I thought was interesting was nails. Because nail art, nail, you know, like nails are an accessory now because of how, I mean, you know,
I TikTok plays that
yeah, look,
live. I don't know.
Haley Bieber
I
got
do
me on the
nothing to
glazed
it.
donut. If you're looking, I can't get enough of it. And you know, it's really quite humorous. The last 2 times I went to get my nails done, both ladies sitting next to me have changed their color to get this nail because they're like, "Oh, what? That's so cool!" And I was like, "Well, it's Haley Bieber's glazed donut, all on TikTok." And then you know, a lady said, "Maybe it'll make my hands look younger." I said, I think it's made my hands look younger." I told her
It
literally,
is a pretty color though. Every time you wear it, I love.
it's just different.
It's
different.
It's
Viewers,
elongating.
listeners, if you want to get on YouTube, you can see it. But if not, you know, all you have to do is like literally Google Haley Bieber's glazed donut nail, and you'll see it.
So
and she changes it up in the fall, so it's a different, you know, fall and winter. Yeah, it's like a different, but it's still got that like shiny, metallic-y, you know, glow to it, which is cool.
All the like jewelry decals or like prints and
yeah,
that are going on people's nails. See, I do nothing
fringe.
So.
People like we saw that at the Met. You know, where there was actually fringe. Rita Ora did like the whole fringe nail. I mean, people go all out on their nails. It's like every week. It's like they might go in and they might say, hey, you know what, this new movie's coming out, so guess what? I'm going to get every character on every single hand. You know, like that sometimes happens, and you're like, whoa, hey, you know, or you got those Harry Potter fans, and you know, you're like, Muggler, you know, right. Words like what's going. There's so many different things that people do with their hand art, which I think is pretty cool.
It's cool.
So you know, so what could you be missing in your closet or your jewelry box? Because I think that there are staples of accessories that you need. And I know with me, it's like, do you own a pair of gold or silver hoops? You know, I think that might be a classic that you might, and also this is different sizes because let me tell you, some days you're going to be like, I'm going to be like J-Lo, I'm wearing the biggest hoops I can, you know.
Yes.
I'm Jenny from the block, let's go.
Yes, because it just looks so good with the t-shirt and jeans. And like you've got your big hoop. It's a classic. It needs to be in your closet.
Or even like your hair tied back. I feel like if your hair is tied back, now mine, see that soon, huh? But if it gets a little longer, but I feel like that really shows off, you know, that with that earring, you know, that hoop. And I think you do need one in gold and you do need one in silver, and I think in different sizes.
I agree.
And then that kind of goes on to, you know, other types of earrings. You know, the pearl earring is like a nice pair of pearl earrings. They don't have to be, you know, the white pearl. You can do a gray pearl, a pink pearl, an ivory pearl. I mean,
it's something to keep because you never know when you are going to want to wear some funky pearls at your neck and then you just want to add a tiny little pearl stud. It's a nice thing. Not always like that would be my first buy, but I have to have it because
it's nice to have.
Maybe it's a nice gift to give yourself.
Right. Or if your grandmother or mother has set, it's like, I don't wear these. Well, I could. You know, just to have them, you know, I think that's a good thing. And a pair of diamond studs, I think are, you know, just like classic pair of diamond studs are really is a nice piece to have in your closet.
Yes.
And then right now, you know, everyone's like into the huggy earrings where they're like really,
I love it.
Right?
I love that look. I love like the little ear parties.
Yeah, the ear party. We're gonna get to the ear party. I'm totally good. I've been collecting some earrings for that. But yeah, just the huggy earrings, which are just really close to your earlobe, but usually they're hoops. But they come in they have all kinds of different types of styles,
chains.
Yeah.
Like
I like the chain
for to the gym, so I like to wear jewelry.
I like that.
And that could be my little tiny hoop or my little
yeah. You just gotta just a little bit of a statement, and you know you're not going to catch it on anything. That's the
that's
the
the
like,
worst.
What are you? You know, you're attached to me. Hold on, like that,
or
that
does
stuck
in your
your
gosh. Something like
yes, or you know, even I wore a pair of long earrings, and I was in the car and I was fastening the seat belt, and I was like, wait, what? Hold on. Like it was like attaching to the seatbelt. So yeah, I mean that too. Definitely those statement earrings are always something that you need. Um, and the bigger the better. Some fun, really fun statement earrings. Uh, Big pearl statement earrings are in. Silver is really in. Gold. I mean, but just like, and where would you like when you were looking for a statement earring? What are you thinking about? Because you have some great ones.
I love all earrings, all sizes, all types. But
Right.
I mean, but I have different. Like I want a boho. I want
Right.
these diamondy clusters. I want the big jewel tones. So I have different outfits that I need all the different styles for. But just when I'm in my travels, when I find like a fun earring out, I grab it because you can never have too many earrings, in my opinion.
I would agree. I think there's always, I mean, I am constantly changing mine out. I mean, I do have my favorites, but I do, you're thinking, no one's seen me in these. Right? That's what got that in my back of my head. They might have seen me in these, but they haven't seen me in these. So then you put those on. I agree. Statement rings are huge. Cocktail rings, stackable rings, things that you can. I feel like those are staples for accessories that you can consistently wear. I mean, a nice cocktail ring, I think you can never go wrong with. And some people prefer, their birthstones. Some people love, the more, ambery, which, me, I'm the same thing. I'm like, oh, I just love that. Sandra Oh and that amazing necklace with that amber that she wore.
Yes, that was
That's
amazing.
unbelievable. So yes, I definitely do that. And
Rings are fun to just pop on, and I forget about rings, like funky ones.
yeah,
And I have some cool ones that I just don't gravitate towards that often. I don't know why. I don't know if I go. I guess I go through spurts of like things that I'm into.
right.
Layer up all the necklaces, do the earring, or
I'm more of a layered necklace, layered, you know, you'll see me always with layered bracelets. A classic watch, we forget about this. And I would recommend if you are looking for a watch, I love the Cartier Tank. I think that it's a beautiful watch. Um, and I think it's kind of goes with everything. It's lightweight. It's just really, really nice. Or just go and get yourself a pre-loved Rolex. Why not?
I mean, why not?
Well, yeah, and I would
that
recommend.
is on my list, and it keeps going to the bottom of the list.
You gotta up it up a little bit, and I would get a men's. I've always bought men's Rolex watches because I can see, and I feel like the women's is just I'm like literally I'm like this, and it's not too big. The men's really aren't. You're not getting the chunky one. You just get your Jubilee bracelet with the date just, and it actually fits really well. I don't know. I'll prove it to you.
Okay, let me see yours.
Just like I gotta prove it to you. And then if you wear, and sometimes people are just really attached to their Apple watches, or is the other one like a Galaxy? I don't know exactly what it's called. It's
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. There's a different brand. There's Apple,
and I don't know where.
Okay,
I know.
but there's different bands that you can switch up, and I know like with Apple watches they have the leather bands in different colors. You can actually, and there's so many different watch bands that you can switch out, which can create a totally different look and accessories. And a lot of people need to have that watch on, to be because they need to be connected.
Yes.
So like that is another option that I think a lot of people don't think of.
I might be the only person on the planet that doesn't own an Apple Watch.
I have one. I just haven't been wearing it as much, and now I feel bad. So I need to. Maybe I'll put it on. I just haven't. Like it's something I forget. Like I have it and it's charged, but I'm like, well, why don't I put it on? I got a brand new one too.
My style.
Oh, we can make it. Get you a boho chain, like one of those. I mean, I'm not kidding you. There's all kinds of stuff. Bolos are really big in this year. I know we talk about that a lot. But yeah, just to wear as necklaces, I think that's super cool. And something maybe that you might want to add into your wardrobe. I mean, we talked about belts, a classic black, brown, beaded, a chain link belt. Sometimes we don't think about that, but they're super cool with black dresses. And if you happen to run into one or you find one used, buy it because you will use it. I mean, you don't think you will, but then you'll be like, oh, I wish I had this really cool, unique, thing to put over my black dress, or like whatever. Body chains are also really in. And I had a Goriana body chain. I'm telling you, maybe you're laughing now.
Okay, I need to see this body.
Okay, so it goes around your neck, and then you can actually put, like, if you have a tank top on, you put the tank top on over it, so you're seeing the jewelry come through. Or you can wear it over the, and it just hangs, and it's so cute. It was one of the best buys that I've ever bought. So I would highly recommend buying a body chain. I don't know, I'm older, but it's fun, and you can also do it at the beach.
It's different.
It
Something
is.
different, and not everybody is wearing that. I think also those pieces like the bolo you just mentioned. If you find those at vintage places,
Yes.
flea markets, those are things that you will see. Scoop them up because you're going to get a really good deal and a little secret treasure. And
It is a secret treasure.
it is.
Because you'll never know when
You
you'll pull it
don't
out.
know.
You'll be
Yes.
like, I need something very special. Oh, wait a minute. That bolo, that had the Western cowboy bucking with literally a hat of these.
Right.
Okay. And it's very cool. Like, maybe I need to put that on. It's just, so belts never go out. I mean, the collection of belts, you won't think I should never have bought that. And I think also making sure that you have belts that have the silver detail, belts that have the gold detail, or even mixing of that. Snake skin belts are huge too. Something with texture, because we don't talk about that enough. Like, and I think like with accessories, texture is a big deal. Adding the texture that you need, you might not have it. Do you agree with that?
Denim belts.
Oh my gosh, yes, and denim boots.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, R13 called me. I love all of your boots and stuff, but yes,
Okay.
that's a really great idea. Yeah.
Cool. I think it's cool with like a white denim, the denim belt.
Yes.
I don't know. I have my eye on one I want to buy for Nashville. I haven't bought it yet, but
It's coming up, your trip.
I know. So I've got a couple Western accessories in my shopping carts that I have not bought yet, but I did buy the red boots.
Okay,
I got to show you.
I'm glad. You can always borrow my bolo. My bolos, I got 2 bolos. And obviously we talked about headbands, we talked about hats, we talked about bandanas. I mean, I think it's always nice to have a nice, hat that you would want to wear in the fall. I love a good cashmere beanie in every color. I have it in every color. I usually do black and gray and pink. But yeah, I do. I have a thing for that. So yeah, I think that yes, they are. I think it's a seasonal piece.
Yes.
But I do believe that with how time is going so fast, that it'll be here like this.
It will be here.
I know summer is.
No,
Summer's fleeting. It's just started.
Hold
Not
well in
really.
your closet. As long as you keep them, stored correctly, they hold up nice. Like I love a good wool hat. I usually buy the Brexit ones from
Nice.
because they're sized. And
Yes.
I have a small head, so I like this.
And
they come in real cool colors. That turquoise one.
Yeah. That was really, really fab. Thank you for letting me wear that. But no, and the halogen, which is also at Nordstrom's, makes great cashmere beanies, which is some of my favorites. So when I'm shopping, like when I'm out and I'm shopping for some of these items, obviously you can go to styleandgive.com. We have a lot of selection, but your local resale shops, thrift stores. I like to shop also estate sales, which is really interesting. You never know like what you're going to find there. Garage sales, even sometimes you'll find things that are like, what are they getting rid of this for? Or they don't know. They're like,
other places you can find cool pins, brooches, and pins.
Yes, which is a great accessory.
It is
that you're not thinking of because you can add them to coats, you can add them to your shirts. You can add them to their hats. There's all different types of things that you can do there. Also, I think shopping online at Etsy, obviously the Real Current Boutique, and then there is a site called Beanies, which we just love the site. I think I told you about it, but their site helps you find anything second. So you can shop your favorite. So all of these companies are on this site, and so you can find the best price for what you're looking for. And it's Benny, BENI.
Genius.
And it's Genius. The co-owners, Sarah Henner and Celine Mole, started it. And I guess they started it when they were frustrated because they were trying to search for something to wear to a wedding. And then they ended up thinking well, I wish I could just search for this one dress, but go one place and see if I can find it throughout the whole web. And so then they designed this. So I just think it's just so cool. So it's a join
too.
Benny.
We all are shopping price. We're all shopping price and where to get it. Like we want the like
Yes, and
always.
yes, and so I would definitely suggest it. It's joinbenny.com. It's amazing, really great. Also helps you if you're a seller, price things and seeing what other people are pricing them at, and just trying to find like maybe something similar too. Like if you're like I have to have this dress, but then you run it through and like oh hey I kind of like this one too, and this one's a better price. Sometimes that does happen. So I want to go into now like how you can change your fashion look using specific accessories. So again, we went through statement jewelry,
right, adding that
right?
big piece. I mean, even if you're thinking, oh, my outfit is, I really just wanted to wear a t-shirt and jeans today. Adding something like what you put on today,
Like
like
so
this
many
huge
necklaces.
chain. Yes,
These are two. That by the way, it's like double. I doubled
oh,
up.
okay, I love that.
It's just like a doubled up
So
kind of
sometimes
thing.
that's just your easy, like just I display my jewelry.
Right.
I like to see what I've got, and as I'm getting dressed, I'm like, okay, I'm just like I said, the t-shirt, just throw on a ton of jewelry and walk out the door, and then it's so fun and cool. So I think yes, the statement jewelry is huge.
Add a bold sandal, heel, pump, or boot. You will never be disappointed. Okay, get it in a cool color. Just like that statement red boots, you're going to be rocking, right? Like people are going to be like, "Girl, I love those red boots," and you're going to say, "Yep, you're right, I do too." So I think like that really can.
Even like your shoes, your gladiator.
Oh yeah, look,
shoes.
I got these are different ones in the last two times. Isn't that bad when you're like, wait a minute, I got 3 pairs of these and different ones. This one does have a heel on it, which is great, and I love that. Sculptural art piece such as a belt, jewelry, or shoe. And sculptural meaning like it might be a jewelry that you might not usually see. It's something different. Yeah, and I think that like a really great cuff that's like a really large cuff, or Loaui makes these amazing like shoes where you might have like they're pieces of art. Like so, I feel like that is a good thing. We
like
talked
lucite, some really big lucite.
Yes.
Bangles, even like the lucite ear. Lucite is great.
That's true. That's true. It's true.
Yes.
It does bring different elements to your look. And I do think and we talked about layering your jewelry and adding a hair accessory. A bright handbag can also be an amazing thing to have, which is great. A statement belt. Again, you're going to add texture, get something like I'm currently looking for like one with like a tiger on it or something. I don't know, like maybe something just completely different, like And also, if you find a belt buckle at a resale shop and you're not finding the actual belt, you can always add that belt. You can always take it and do it. And so like that's something to think about is like you're not just limited to just if you find a belt buckle, that's like 95% of the work. And you just have to find somebody to add the leather onto it and you get to pick that. And then you have this amazing unique piece. And they're always at the front. Usually they're right at the front when you go in, with all the jewelry and you'll see the rings and then all of a sudden you'll be like, is that a belt buckle? Get that out.
Or if you find a belt that's too big for you, you can always take it to your shoe repair and get it resized.
Totally.
Or add, other holes, etc. So that's always a good option. I have a great guy. So, but Zara has awesome belts, you guys.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to start looking.
Good price points, and they have an alligator one.
Well, that's something I need to check out. So
it's got a gold alligator. Yes, I'm gonna
check it out. That might be
yes. I think they're a great source for fun, funky accessories, and they're always big and kind of bold and out there, but fun.
And you can always, add a color to your nails. If you're going to do a monochrome look, maybe do a bright yellow or. I tried it in this last about 3 days because usually I'm like by the third day I'm like, oh man, I need to get these back to Hailey Bieber's glazed donut. But like for the 3 days that I had the color, green, it looked cool. It did what it needed to do. But yeah. And as you said, this is what I wrote down too. Grab a scarf and wrap it around your handbag or tote, which is just that's a huge thing. It can make a big difference. Just kind of put everything together. It just kind of like it flows,
Right.
you know? And especially if you can, you know, have just one color from that scarf that just, you know, pulls the outfit together or is in that tone of the outfit.
Right.
Correct?
It could be on a leather bag. It could be even on like a little crochet bag. I think, walking with a maxi dress, a flip flop,
Yeah.
your little crochet bag with the scarf and your hat. I mean, it's like,
I like it.
it's all cute and not
Forget about that.
not too thought out.
So the trends in 2023 for accessories, I went and I hit it all on the internet because I was like, "What's going on?" And we know the trends because we've gone through them. We keep going through them. So this is a lot of the times you might hear us repeat this, but you know, maybe not. Maybe this is your first time listening to this. But supersized bags are in. Okay, huge supersized bags. Raffia bags too, like the ones with the rough, I guess I don't even know how they put them together. They weave them together. Okay, that's huge. But big, big, oversized bags. Also in bold colors. If you find a big bag like that, YSL makes those. YSL is like a huge bag. I don't even know what it's. I don't know the actual name of the bag, which I'm gonna. I will have it. I will have it, and I will get it for you. But that bag, people who have sold that bag are probably thinking I should have never sold that bag, right? Because it's just big totes are in, super sized bag, ballet flats. I'm okay with this. I'm not personally, I'm not going to be wearing them,
I
but
will not be.
I'm okay. I mean,
But it's okay.
if somebody wants to send me a pair of Chanel flats, the ballet flats, I might be open to it.
The big bag. I'm not doing it because here's my deal. I fill it up and then I'm walking around this gigantic bag that's heavy.
Oh yeah.
Back takes back to the before the diaper bag stage, but I find that I just pile so much stuff in there. So I'm like, you know what? Let me put my clutch in my big bag and leave it in the car.
Yeah.
I pull out the clutch and it's just a whole thing. I don't know.
It's too much.
It's a lot. It's heavy. I don't know.
Yeah, I prefer if it's a large tote to have a crossbody.
I want a crossbody. I want my hands free.
Yeah, I get it, but
it's happening.
It's in and it's coming at you. Stiletto heels, I don't mind. I love them. Give me more. Something silver sequins on garments, bracelets, rings, earrings, silver accents on belts, silver, and more silver. As you can see, there's so much silver on me right now. I'm probably covered in it. There's a lot of silver on you. So, well, thank you. Also, lots of gold too. We had seen lots of gold, but it's all layered. That is it.
And mixing.
Right.
You're seeing the two-tone
out there. Exactly. Rose gold with silver or gold with you're getting.
And I mix it all the time.
I think it's a great thing to do. Mixing metals works.
I don't just go with what I'm feeling and just go.
I love that. That's good. Bucket hats. I'm done. I'm not going to do it. Bucket hats.
No.
Do we have
it
to?
Is not a good enough.
I don't even know what I don't even know if I would agree. No. I'm gonna say no, but if you can say yes, okay? You can say yes. Mine look absolutely fabulous on you. It's just the only thing that I can think of is maybe like a really cool Burberry bucket hat where I'm in all black and it happens to be raining and I'm thinking, okay, this was a gift. Okay, like somebody gave this to me. All right,
I guess,
and that's what I'm gonna put on. All right, like that's what I'm trying to think of. Like, when would that happen? The rosette detail, and we know this around your neck, worn in your hair, on a shirt, on a garment. I mean, it's just it. It's that rosette, that beautiful. It's delicate. It's feminine. And can even be edgy because it could be leather. It's my favorite. Red leather, all kinds of fun stuff. So I think that that's something to think about getting.
If you've had it, like maybe on a pin, add it to a piece of, grosgrain or, create something that would, there's easy ways to add that. I remember having the flower
that's
brooch.
An excellent idea.
Put that on some, silk.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere and it's not going away. So just think about that. Sheer leather cropped fingerless or long over the elbow gloves. We know they're here to stay right now. They're huge. I wouldn't have really thought of that maybe, but if I do have a cool black dress on and we go out and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at these like sheer little black ones. I'm going to cut off the little fingers because I have to be able to wash my hands, or like, that's the one thing. That's the one thing about the gloves. You're going in there, you're taking them off, you're washing your hands, you're putting them back on. But it is a very cool, and I think they have all different types of them, and they're not super expensive.
No,
there's stuff you can find very reasonably. As I said before, raffia totes and brimmed sun hats are huge. Birkenstocks, sign me up. I love me a pair of Birkenstocks. I know. Are you into them? I'm not. Okay, well, I could get you. And the ones that are in have a lot of big buckles too. Like I guess the more sporty kind. I personally like the ones that just slip on. Yeah, I mean, I got a pair of wool ones this past year that were gray wool, and then they had the shearling inside, which I thought was really cool. I got it as a gift, and I would wear cool socks with them, and I thought that was cool.
I like them with socks.
Yes,
and like a baggy boyfriend denim short with like a white button down. I like that look. I don't know. I guess maybe
now you're into it. Okay, now you're into it. Now you're thinking about it. Again, sculptural fills with pops of color. We know this. So, if you just like anything that's going to make your or whoever's eye go down to your shoe, if you're keeping things pretty simple, I think that accessory is huge this season, and you should go out and pick yourself up one if you can find one. And last but not least, oval framed sunglasses.
And you have a really good pair.
Let's just say I had them on last week, that I bought for a little or nothing. But yes, and again, in the links I have, I went and Bo just did an article on it that we're predicting summer's best accessories. Alexis Bennett did that article. I absolutely love her. And then from Who What Wear, they did a whole thing on like the top 6 major accessories that you need to have, which I have linked in, which I think is great. So, I
those studies. I just realized that I forgot about them.
Well,
I mean, this is what
now you get run upstairs right after this and get them out and bring them to Nashville or just have them, because I know you do. I do for I mean, I loved them when I went to Cabo. It was just something different. But yeah, now I guess I'm going to be wearing them a lot around town. So if you see me, say I like it. I like them.
A lot of silver sequins going on, just so you know.
And I love that. And the red, that bright blue, which is what's in, So I hope today we've helped you maybe open your mind to some different creative options for accessories. I know, like, you've got me thinking about some things. Like, I'm thinking, whoa, I need to probably get in there and see what I have. What can I put together? And you can always add accessories to anything, just to up your look. Add something. You don't have to. Even if it's just one bracelet, you don't have to go like crazy, or an earring, or if you're out next time and you're thinking, oh, I don't have a statement earring and I really might want one, or just call your friends, because a lot of your friends, a lot of my friends, they're ready to trade. They might want to trade earrings, do like an earring trade party. There's a lot of different ones you can find online for really good prices, so I definitely would encourage that. But if you need to go out and you need someone to help you, Tara, tell them where they can find you. Tara is an amazing stylist. She can help you. She can help you with closet cleanouts too, but she'll take you shopping. Tara, tell you this.
We will go at TaraCoglinStyling.com. I suggest grab a friend.
Yes.
Go somewhere different. Pick up a piece. It doesn't have to be super expensive, and just play around with it.
I agree.
There's no right or wrong way to do it. I mean, we're seeing
that is true.
We're seeing random stuff around your head and your butt. Just go for it.
Be you. I think that's the thing. Be you and be confident, and that's own your own style.
Wear it well, and don't be meeky about it. Just go.
So true. I absolutely love it. So next week we're going to discuss shorts, because we're putting them on.
All putting them on.
I know. I'm going to have a tan next week, I promise, because I'm going to have some on. So shorts in 2023, we're going to talk about styles, what's in this year, what cuts look best on your bodies, how to style your shorts, and maybe how to, if you have a piece in your closet, like a pair of long pants that you don't really ever wear, but you can see them being a really awesome, like, tailored shorts. We could maybe do that. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. So we're so happy that you guys were able to join us today. And as we leave you, we just want you to remember that we are all one
And we all have a story.
and we're all just looking to connect. So we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Bye.